Sag, welcome to your in-depth reading for yours and theirs. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. Before we get started, shout out to Sagittarius and Sassy fan member Moira of Scotland. Thank you so much again for your beautiful handmade blanket. I know the time, energy, and effort that went into it. Hopefully you got my return letter. But yes, we're actually using it now because we actually had a temperature drop here in Texas. It does occasionally happen, which is to say it's not 90 degrees. And so when you live in Texas like I do and you're from here, you're acclimated to high heat energies. So the slightest bit of temperature drop in the south, people are busting out blankets, coats, zippies, hoodies. So it's actually quite perfect. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. I really do appreciate it. And here is your fine Scottish lad postcard. And if you did send me a postcard in the general sense, thank you so much. I could not even showcase them all. It just wasn't possible as much as I wanted to. Thank you everybody who wrote in letters, cards, and again, the postcards is wonderful. I finally got to change out the background space a little bit. And when I rotate it in a couple of months, I'm going to show off all the artistic works of Sassy Fam. Everybody who has sent me a sketch, a drawing, or a painting, it's going to make the back wall at some point, okay? But yes, I just kind of wanted to rededicate those efforts and goals to making this a changing space. You know, just have something visually different to look at. Speaking of which, you like my shirt? Thank you. You want to know where you can get it? It's linked in the description box. As I announced in the mid-month check-in, I opened the official online Sassy Scorpion merch store. All links below. This is one of my shirts and it's by far the most favorite for people purchasing. This has been apparently the favorite, so I like it. You know, this is pretty much it right here. This is Sassy Scorpion Tarot right there, honey. Tarot, crystals, candles, coffee, cussing. Oh yes. But thank you so much for your support. And if you go in there, hopefully you find something that you like. All right. What's going on, please, for Sagittarius and their person? Show me what I need to see, please, for Sagittarius and their person. Now, collective readings being what they are, especially with the yours and theirs readings. Take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse energies as it applies, yes? I'm going to say things like yours, theirs, and shared, okay? But there will be aspects that sometimes have crossover, yes. What's going on, please, for Sag? We're going to start with your side first. Perspective, Hanged Man, time out. Queen of Pentacles, getting yourself in a better feeling. The High Priestess, you giving yourself some much needed, it looks like time, energy, and effort of your own self. So you can get back into a place of comfort. It's looking like you feel like you've been out of touch with your intuition for a while. With that High Priestess, it's like, you know what, Hangman, suspend. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to suspend everything. I need to put some energy back into myself. I need to go back into taking care of myself with that Queen of Pentacles. This is self-love, self-nurturing, self-caring, which I'm a big proponent of, and that also includes your physical health. Okay, the King and Queen of Pentacles is physical energy, so be mindful of your health, your eating habits, your exercise at this time, your personal home space, your environment. That's what you call yours and that you thrive in. That's where you need to be. Some of you have gone quiet time. You went inside the house. People haven't heard from you while you're like, honey, I'm taking care of myself. Leave me alone. All right, Queen of and we all do that, and we all need that from time to time. And the High Priestess, and I know that it's been a good choice for you because you're feeling back into a place of a much more comfortable, relaxed, I'm in tune with myself energy. Who or what it is you were taking a time out from, it could be just love in the general sense, I don't know. It could be from seeing someone specifically, I don't know. But the emphasis here is Sag, okay? The one surrounding Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Nine of Swords. They need to take a little time out too. They're showing me highly individualized energy, but one that seems stressful or strained. Nine of Pentacles, this is beautiful energy. It's one of my top 10 favorite cards in tarot. Is the Nine of Pentacles. It suggests I know myself. I am independent. I can stand on my own 2 feet. I know what's up. I know how to make my own garden and be comfortable in it. Somebody's not too comfortable in their garden right now. They're showing me also Nine of Swords, individual internal energy that is stressed or strained. They're showing me the Hermit, Virgo energy. They might have some very strong Virgo in their chart. There's this idea of I need to get in touch with myself too. but it's coming from a place of real stress, and it's like they're trying to sort their thoughts out about what it is to be independent or to act independently. I don't know where that's coming from, but there's this thing in them that says it's really hard for me to be me right now. And it's kind of slow. This energy is slow, okay? Not much is going on with it, at least that it's apparent to you. And so it's kind of like, I know that, Hanged Man. There ain't nothing going on. They're doing their own thing, and they need to work with their own stuff. I think that you understand to some extent that this person has become a little inactive or withdrawal of their energy. I want to know what's stressing them out. But they're also not in a rush with that Hermit energy or that sense of Nine of Pentacles. There's something in them that they're trying to work out that has to do rootedly with themselves. Okay. It's like they've like, I need to work on something in me. They got some sort of internal conflict here, and you know this. So you're like, you know what? I'm not hearing much from you. It's kind of silent. You know, I don't know what's going on with you. I sense that there's something in your energy that feels negative or conflicting. So I'm going to withdraw and take care of me, and that feels good to me. I hope that you do the same. Something like that shared. Is the Queen of Swords, a little tight-lipped, Five of Wands, conflict, King of Pentacles. Yeah, we have some conflict here in terms of the heads of state. Someone is defaulting a lot to their mental energy. The other person is defaulting a lot to their material energy. And in between that is a sense of combativeness, Five of Wands, battle of wills. We're kind of tired. Somebody's thinking about this connection from a mental space. Okay, somebody else is like, well, this is the practical space, and there's a lot of tension in between these concepts with the Five of Wands. Sometimes it feels strategic. Five of Cups is the overall sense of pain. We're going to start right there. Most likely why you withdrew. It's looking like you two are kind of at a stalemate with your energies at this time. There is some sense of sadness attached between you two, as well as frustration. It's like one's feeding the other. I'm frustrated with you and it makes me sad, and because I'm sad it makes me frustrated with you. You're both experiencing this to some extent. I do feel, even though you pulled Queen of Pentacles, I honestly feel like you're the Queen of Swords here. I don't know why, but I just feel like, I mean, again, you both could be sharing these states. You both could very well be responsible, head of household energy. Okay, you can both be very analytical and have strong minds, sometimes mincing words or try to keep your emotions out of things, all right? But that's one of the things that is causing the tension. That is one of the things that's causing the tension, and I do feel it's kind of a little bit cyclic, yeah. One's probably feeding into the other. I'm in pain and it causes me frustration, and I'm in frustration and it causes me pain. So it's looking like you two have taken respective times out. Yours is very, 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 very productive and very healthy. I applaud it. I don't think you just went silent on this person for the sake of it. You withdrew, I believe, your energy and something in reaction to whatever it is that they're experiencing, and it's coming across as conflict. It's like you know that, you're picking up on it, and you back away from it. Something like that. Show me the Hanged Man, please. No, I'm sorry. We're going to start over here with the Five of Cups. Yes, the sadness, the regret, the disappointment, which I can see right here on the carryover line, causes frustration. They're trying to go within to heal themselves, figure out their own thoughts. You're trying to take care of yourself because you don't want to be part of the frustration or the emotional cycle right now. The idea is I got to do me a little bit. The Hanged Man. It does look like you either withdrew your energy in reaction to this person, or you focused on yourself because you were in pain and it stressed this person out, like where'd Sag go? Something like that. Show me this Five of Cups. I just know that this is the root of it right here. Show me that Five of Cups, please. Show me this Five of Cups. Show me this Five of Cups, please, for Sagittarius. Show me this Five of Cups, please, for Sagittarius. Show me that Five of Cups, please. Nine of Cups, pleasure. Five of Cups, sadness for you both. Queen of Cups. Neither one of you wants to feel this way, but you're both in a place of pain. I got a 5 and 5 matching, so this is happening to the both of you. Okay, Nine of Cups and what otherwise should feel pleasure, but then it comes in with sadness. It comes bearing sadness. Queen of Cups, we have love here. We have a sense of personal sense of pleasure. This person's already shown me several nines. I believe this is their 9 as well, but you're both showing me a sense of loss and sadness. And the Queen of Cups is a much softer emotional space. You just felt very vulnerable with this person. You feel very vulnerable, like you've been emotionally hurt by this person and they're not recognizing it. That's all I really got from that. And the thing is that they're hurt too. But it's coming from a place of, well, Sag withdrew their feeling from me and it makes me sad. So it's a little bit one-sided. This person kind of has a singular kind of experience. I'm not saying they're entirely selfish, but it's more like, I understand Sag is hurt, but I don't know why, so it's affecting me. So they're kind of going within to figure it out, but it's from this place of maybe what did I do? What's wrong with me? Or what's going on here? They know that they're typically satisfied in their cups with you, and they're not getting that satisfaction that they typically get with you. You're telling me from a mature heart space as the Queen of Cups, which is much softer energy. It's like, I typically love you. I typically have a full heart space for you, but I'm hurt. You hurt me. And they're like, yeah, they're kind of kicking rocks over here with their cups. Yeah, I understand you're upset, I just don't know why. Because now I'm sad. It's kind of like that. I'm not trying to downplay them. It's just, I got 9s for them. And I got 2 positive 9s, but they're in reflection of negativity. So it's more like, this is how it's affecting me. I'm upset. And I don't know that there's much communication as to why you got hurt or how you got hurt. It's more like, this is how Sag's withdrawal has hurt me. So hopefully with that Hermit energy, I see more reflection about what's going on here and why it is that you were hurt to begin with, or why you have withdrawn your emotional energy from this. Because it's kind of like your cups where the person got cut in half. And there's like, I also believe some of you did not say what it is that made you hurt. For some of you, yeah. We're going to see why. That might have been a conscious decision on your part. I don't know. Perhaps you thought that they would come to you and ask you directly, Sag, why are you upset? That would be helpful. Perhaps they don't understand why you haven't volunteered why you're upset. I don't know. But let's go ahead and take a look. Show me that Hanged Man. Show me that Hanged Man, please. Perhaps you two have simply not had the opportunity to connect and clear the air or clear the table. Okay. I don't know. It's, I can't help but wonder why they're not asking you. If they've known you've emotionally withdrawn and you've kind of cut off some of your emotional energy towards this person, how come they haven't asked you, first of all? Because they're over here wondering what the hell happened instead of just asking you. And I also wonder why you haven't volunteered. So I'm going to go right over here to that Hanged Man and see what's going on. Show me the Hanged Man, please. Show me that Hanged Man, please. Show me that Hanged Man. Show me that Hanged Man. They're internalizing it instead of asking what's wrong. And I would rather them ask. Maybe they think you're supposed to volunteer it. I don't know. I don't know, honey. One can be playing against the other. The Knights of Wands, the Four of Wands, some sort of relationship energy, you've suspended it. You've suspended activity in it or slowed it down. So the passion that you were showing for this person, some sort of Four of Wands energy, which is relationship energy. It does not have to be marital commitment. It can be, because marital commitment is just another form of a relationship. Four of Wands is my energy plus your energy recognizes each other, and we're supposed to have some sort of relationship here. And there's an Eight of Pentacles here. You two are used to working together. You two are used to finding a kind of shared or produced result in this relationship. Not my favorite, but it is productive. I can't say it's not. You know, realistically in relationships, we do need to be practical. We do need to be sharing. We do need to be compromising, yes. And you find a working balance with somebody. Your Knight of Wands, your kind of sexual energy, your passionate energy towards this person, which is very normal for you, Sag, honey. Knight of Wands is very natural energy for you. It's kind of suspended it. It's like you're not able to go with your particular energy towards this working relationship right now. Like your energy for this working relationship or this compromising relationship, this productive relationship, I'll take that too. Your energy for it has toned down. It's not completely gone, but you've toned it down. I don't know why, but you've toned it down. And most likely because you are hurt. You know, you might have some strong water in your chart, and if your feelings have been affected, emotions, specifically your cup energy, has been affected, it's going to make sense that your energy towards this connection is going to change, or at least temporarily suspend itself. Because it's kind of like, I really don't have the energy to work with you right now. I don't have the energy to compromise with you right now. I don't. You're telling me I don't have the energy to compromise or work with you right now. I know that's what you're used to from me, because here your energy is used to doing these things. Eight of Pentacles is Master of Crafts. You're used to working with this person. You're used to compromising with this person. You're used to showing this person a certain level of energy and enthusiasm. Your enthusiasm's here. You're used to showing this person enthusiasm. And I can work on this with you. Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to. And then you're like, Hangman, I don't have the energy for this. You've been hurt. So you're kind of gone quiet. I don't know that it's a full silence, but it's kind of like, I don't think it's full silence. I'm not convinced that it is. It doesn't look like full silence to me. It looks more like, you know the activity you're used to for me? Yeah. Not so much activity for me. Not so much communication for me. I'm not convinced that it's completely stopped. It's because you're literally telling me, you, whoever this is, you are used to me approaching us in this way. You are used to a certain level of enthusiasm from me that suggests I'm going to jump in here and start knocking stuff out with you. Mirror you, work with you. That's what you're used to. I've suspended those activities of compromise and working structure. It comes from pain. You are pained here in your heart with that Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups has been hurt. She's been hurt. They have been too. But it's in reaction. They're like, I don't understand why. I just know I don't feel as good in my cups with Sag lately. Okay, show me that Queen of Pentacles. So you have withdrawn to kind of put the more focus on you, your household, okay, your personal care energy. Show me that Queen of Pentacles, please. Show me that Queen of Pentacles. Show me that Queen of Pentacles. Show me that Queen of Pentacles, please. Show me that Queen of Pentacles, please. Eight of Cups. Ace of Cups. Five of Wands. You got, so honey, you got tired. You got tired of it. Here's the Five of Wands, the tension. You got tired of the tension. And it's kind of like you retreated. You're feeling Eight of Cups. Again, you have not completely walked away from this. You walked away from the fighting. That's the literal translation. You walked away from the tension that you were experiencing with this other person because it was coming from a place of good intention, the Ace of Cups. In your emotional estimation, it was the correct thing to do. Because I have tension with my person, I'm going to pull it back. I know I can't give them a certain level of energy that they're used to, and they are used to it. You're telling me right here, this is what I'm used to doing in this relationship. Compromise with this person, work with this person, and show them enthusiasm. That I'm happy to do it. But I'm not now. So your energy is not coming across as angry. It's more like, look, I'm feeling tension with you right now. And I'm hurt in my heart space with you. And because this is unresolved tension, out of the goodness of my heart, I have decided to distance myself a little bit from it. Okay, so the Ace of Cups is good intentions. Here, your heart space has good intentions. In your estimation, when you decided to distance yourself from this situation or this person, you understood it came from good intentions. You did. There's a frustration element here, and you don't like the anger because this is what you're used to, and so are they for that matter. You really do put a lot of your energy and enthusiasm to meeting them wherever they are. And I'm seeing a lot of nines on their part. Whereas yours telling me you're used to giving quite a bit. They have a very internal reaction to this. I would like to see stronger representations of their energy. Instead of, why is this happening to me? What did I do? You know, and if you're anything like, you know, say for instance, this is what I do. When I'm frustrated or angry, I tend not to speak to it until I know I have the words or I'm expressing myself just so. And that might be one of the reasons why they're showing bewilderment, because they don't know why you've dialed back your energy and efforts. Because over here, it's from a place of good intentions. You don't want to humor the tension, and you don't want to add to it, but it's like you don't know how to speak to it yet. It kind of feels like that. So that at some point, honey, you're going to have to do something in terms of opening up. If this person means anything towards you, you will. But it seems like you need to get back into a place of, you know what, I'm kind of used to rushing. Here's your energy. I'm used to rushing in with enthusiasm to work on stuff with you, and I've suspended that activity. I just can't. I just can't. I can't work on stuff with you right now. It's what you're used to. You're used to me clearing the energy for us. You're used to me putting in that energy to give you something to work with, and the enthusiasm and the passion to back it up. I can't do that right now. My heart's hurt. So show me the High Priestess. So you walked away kind of emotionally so you can avoid adding to the tension. I think that's actually contributing to it, honey. I know you did it to kind of emotionally distance yourself from a good place, but because you didn't want to add to the tension, but I think that's actually ironically happening the other way around. I think it is adding to the tension. But if that's true, it will unfold itself over time. The High Priestess, please. Show me that High Priestess, please. Show me that High Priestess. Show me that High Priestess, please. Two of Wands. There it is. Page of Pentacles. Some communication here to balance up. Okay. When you are in a better place in terms of your intuition and feeling better, you will speak to this person again. And it's going to come from a balanced place. Six of Pentacles. Again, not the sexiest energies here. I see your enthusiasm behind making peace with this person and making things work. You're actually quite practiced at it with this. And I saw something similar to Taurus. It's like their person was like, yeah, I know how to work with you. I want to do a little bit more than work with you. You understand? So you might have some very strong Taurus in your chart. You could be connecting one, in which case check theirs out. Because again, it was like, yeah, I know what you're used to. I can balance up with you all day long, but that's not what I'm trying to do with you. Okay? So your outcome here, in terms of the immediate future, it's looking like you will be dropping a line of communication, or one will be extended to you. I can't quite tell which way that page is going, and it's going to result in some sort of shared balance up. Let's balance up. The time's right. Your intuition's here. I feel like I can balance up with you now. So again, I'm looking at a process that I'm actually quite familiar with. It's like I don't want to speak to my stronger feelings until I know what the hell they are. And that's when it's like, well, because they don't know what's going on, it's actually making them sad and internalized. And it's very reactionary. How come this is happening to me? You know, so that's part of what happens when you're kind of left in the dark. So that tells me they don't understand to the extent to which you're hurt. So if you're that kind of person that takes that point of view, well, they should know, this is a fallacy, and it's going to set you up for failure. Okay, there's one thing to distance yourself until you've had time to sort your shit out. It's another thing to be like, well, they should know. That's really not how it works. You know, even if you're intuitive. So what? I'm intuitive. That doesn't mean I'm a fucking mind reader. Okay? I still need people, and I still very much rely on people to speak up for themselves and speak towards their truths in order for me to understand what the hell's going on with them. I can have a feeling about something all day wrong, but I could still be wrong. And my feeling might be correct, but what they're presenting might be something else altogether. So even if you're someone who identifies as intuitive, or they should know better, or they should know me better, you know what? People screw up. Okay? You've been met with that expectation in your life too, where it's like, well, that side should have known better. And you're like, how was I supposed to know? It's kind of like that. Their energy says that I don't know what's going on. And it is affecting them. It's a little bit on that selfish side that this is happening to me. And I'm the one that's having to deal with it. And I don't know why Sag is being like this. So there's a touch of that there. I picked up on it kind of quick. But also that sense of true, I don't know what's going on. So just please know that you will be balancing up with this person relatively soon, at bare minimum in communication, if not in the real world, and there will be an exchange of energies. Hopefully we get some honesty in there about what happened, why the exchange has been so weird, why you withdrew, because here's your typical pattern with this person. Here's my enthusiasm, my sexiness for you. This is the relationship as I understand how it works. I'm used to putting myself into it this way. Suspended that. It's coming from pain. One that they don't seem to be fully aware that they have caused, or something like that. And from good intentions, I'm going to distance myself from this so I don't add to the frustration. I think that's actually adding to it, to be honest with you. However, in this process of you having taken some time out, you do seem to be taking care of yourself, because now you seem to be able to come forward in a way that's a little bit more fair and balanced. Okay, and it's like, okay, I can recognize my feeling now, know how to move forward. I want to check the other side. Let's see what's going on with this person. Show me their Nine of Pentacles, please. Show me their Nine of Pentacles, please. Ay, ay, ay. The Fool, Ten of Cups, Heartbreak. Show me that Nine of Pentacles, please. Show me that Nine of Pentacles, please. Page of Swords. Yeah, they're looking and being defensive. Seven of Wands, Page of Wands. Their energy has been reduced to Page's minimal effort. They have sense of guardedness towards them right now. They're not expressing their true selves. The Nine of Pentacles, the one that they are actually confident with. So their Nine of Pentacles, that sense of self-confidence, this is who I am, this is what I'm about. They're actually being quite guarded about that. They're not coming forward very strongly of their own accord. They're allowing some of the pages to distribute some of their energy. In other words, low-level communication. The bigger part of who they are in terms of freedom and accessibility to their energy is guarded. It's a little blocked. They're feeling a little defensive. I told you, they don't know what's going on. They just feel the need to be on guard with their particular energy, so they're sourcing it out very small. We're talking very small levels of communication. Okay. I got a couple of pages here trying to distribute their energy, which at the baseline is Nine of Pentacles. That suggests I know myself and I'm confident. So that kind of sense of that I am accessible to Sag in that way, my sense of freedom, independence, my own time, energy, and effort, I'm guarding that. So they're not showing you, in other words, much time, energy, and effort. It's coming from a guarded place, you know, frustration. I don't know what's going on, but I do feel the need to protect myself, you know. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. I don't know why they're upset. So in turn, I'm going to be guarded. I told you, despite the fact that their good intentions are here, you don't want to speak to your feeling until you know what they are and why you're frustrated. So you're trying to avoid more frustration, in fact, causes more of it. This person has been hurt, it looks like, by your hurt, and they don't understand why you're hurt, that's why they're hurt. You see what I'm saying? I can kind of see how one's playing into the other, which again, if you'll recall, I said as much back here. The frustration's causing the hurt's causing the frustration. It is kind of going back and forth like that. Okay. All right, show me the Hermit. Yeah, they're showing you very little of their time, energy, and effort. They're not spending much on you in terms of communication or feeling, anything like that. But there is something there, just not a lot of it. Show me the Hermit, please. Show me the Hermit, please. Show me the Hermit. Again, Virgo or strong Virgo in the chart, possibly. Show me the Hermit, please. Show me that Hermit, please. What are they contemplating? Slow moving. Don't want to be rushed. They're trying to figure some things out. Eight of Cups. There's the emotional pullback. The Emperor. They told themselves that they need to emotionally pull back from you because they're afraid of being hurt. So it's kind of like, well, if Sag is doing it, I am too. Your reasons are very different from theirs. Again, theirs is very reactionary. They don't understand why you're hurt and thus withdrew. You're trying not to make things worse, and it was coming from a good heart place. I see that. But in fact, it is adding to the stress. Okay. It's probably time to slip into the High Priestess mode and have a balanced conversation with this person. If you want to try to work things out, that's probably the next step. Okay, because now they've kind of buckled down on their energy that says, so, well, I'm the emperor. I'm standing in my power. I'm not going to get emotionally involved in this. I'm going to give Sag my bare minimum energy while I sit and kind of think and contemplate. So they're not taking much action. They're just being very firm in what little they are giving you. And that's that I'm going to keep myself emotionally distant. Sag did it. They're over here being Eight of Cups. Well, I can be Eight of Cups too. Theirs, again, is more coming from a place of reaction, hurt, confusion, and pride. Yours is coming from, I don't want to make things worse by saying the wrong thing. I want to know what I'm feeling before I speak to it, right? Because I don't want to get involved in any more tension. It's causing it. I want to know what the initial hurt, this is where it started. When you got hurt. Your softer, kind of feminine, emotional energy got hurt. I don't know why. Which is not a knock. Masculine and feminine energy is the thing. If you're a man, you have feminine energy. If you're a female, you have masculine energy. You know? It's that simple. So people who get appalled by the idea of that, it says more about you than anything else. Sorry. You put me in a position to deal with sexist shit, I'm going to talk about it. There you go. Everybody has masculine and feminine energies. It's inevitable. That's what it is to be human. You cannot have one without the other. Even if it's a matter of degrees or percentages. You might be 90% masculine, but there's still 10% feminine in there. Okay. Alright. I know for those of you who are old hats to tarot, you don't know why I'm talking about this. Everybody knows that. Nope. No. Not everybody knows about that. A lot of people still get wrongfully offended by the stupidest shit that you and I assume everyone knows. The Nine of Swords, some of that Nine of Swords, that this person has pulled out a lot of masculine energy. It is defensive. It's kind of downgraded. It's by choice. They're being very guarded with their language towards you. Bare minimum communication. Total, I have no feeling about this one way or the other. You withdrew, so can I. Nine of Swords, please. Show me the Nine of Swords. And I know that's what they're showing, or rather they're displaying, but that's not where the real action is. Show me the Nine of Swords, please. Show me that Nine of Swords, please. The Chariot, Five of Swords, Fool. They're telling themselves, they're telling themselves, and this is false. They're telling themselves that they don't have those kind of feelings towards you. It was all a mistake. It was a misunderstanding. They're also wondering if it's true that you don't have any feelings for them at all anymore. I don't know why that's coming across. That's not good. That's a lot of complicated energy. Your person who insists that they can be cold and distant and hard too, that's not. The inside, they're very, very conflicted. Very conflicted. So they kind of got a cool hand and a cool face on the outside, but on the inside they're actually in quite a bit of turmoil. They're telling me that it would be folly to take off and try to open up towards you. They're afraid if they do, they're afraid if they don't, what if they're wrong? And then also there is a critical element here that they are either trying to lie to themselves that they don't have feelings for you, in which case it's false, or they're actually very much wondering and are very concerned about. They're wondering if you don't have feeling for them. You see what I'm saying? So this is what happens sometimes when we miscommunicate. And it's pretty common. And unfortunately it can lead to things like this. Alright? So I know, like, you withdrew your energy, you made that clear. What they're used to getting from you, which seems to be quite substantial, and frankly kind of looks like they took for granted. Not gonna lie, it's here. Because I keep hearing that from this person. Why are they doing this to me? Again, it's more about how Sag is making me feel instead of how I made Sag feel. See what I'm saying? And that's where the selfishness comes from. Why is Sag doing this to me? Are they punishing me? Well, I can punish them right back. So instead of thinking, oh, I might have fucked something up and failed to recognize it, why is Sag doing this to me? So, and then that particular angst, that worrisome thought, digs deeper into this person's mind, their psyche. When you did what looked like an honorable thing, I'm going to withdraw the energy because I don't want to cause the conflict until I know what the hell I'm feeling and thinking. I know you got hurt. They failed to recognize it, and they take it to a selfish place of why is Sag punishing me? You're like, no, no, no. I'm the Queen of Cups. You hurt me. And you know what? I distance myself because I can't keep giving to you in positivity and goodwill because you keep failing to recognize how you hurt me. You see what I'm saying? Do you see how they're... Because you did give a lot of your energy and goodwill towards this relationship. You did. And there is that kind of feeling that they take it for granted, so much so that they can't see something that they helped contribute to. So it's two parts here. You have an honest conviction that they hurt you. They failed to recognize it. So you want to get your shit together before you talk to them so you can understand that what you're saying is coming from the best possible representation of you that is honest. Yes? And they're like, well, fuck, Sag is just punishing me. Well, punish them right back. I don't give a shit. I'm going to reduce my... You reduced your energy for... This is what you're used to receiving from me, and I just can't give you that right now. You hurt me, and you failed to recognize it. Thus, I'm not giving you what you're used to. Right? I need to think about some shit. And I don't want to continue to add to the argument. So I'm going to focus on me until I know what I'm feeling and thinking is coming from the correct space. They're like, well, fuck you, Sag. It's not like literal fuck you, but it's kind of like, well, if you can shut down, so can I. You're not shutting down. You're just sorting your shit out until you can reapproach the situation in goodwill. And now I've got some not so good placements here. With the Chariot, the Five of Swords, and the Fool. Again, I saw something very, very similar in Taurus's reading from their person's point of view, that they had begun to question if they were still in love with this person or if they ever were to begin with. You know, or were they wrong altogether? So this person's either very worried about that when it comes to you. Maybe I was wrong about the whole thing. You know what? Maybe I don't have those feelings for Sag. That's a lie. Five of Swords. It's self-sabotage. Trying to talk themselves out of it. It's run contrary to their energy, thus it's splintered. And then we have the Fool. Should I open up or will that be a failure? Or is that wrong? This person is not trusting their instincts or their intuition at this time. And I know the crosswatcher is screaming at me, well, Sag would just open up. That's partly true. Yes, I agree. Partly true. But there seems to have been a lack of opportunity to do so. And a feeling of goodwill towards each other to generate that kind of connectivity. I don't know why you two are not connecting to clear the air, but that's exactly what needs to happen. I have a strong idea why. So I think this person is very much worried about the fact that they're trying to talk themselves out of having feelings for you that they never did. It's a lie. That they should open up towards you. They can't do it. It's self-sabotage. It's tantamount to failure. What if I make a fool of myself? How dare I open up? That's a lot of mental conflict. It's not absolutes. It's all internal. It's all up here in the head. It's not it's not a suggestion of activity that is absolute. It is all mental energy. It's what they're worried about. You know, will I be foolish to open up towards Sag again to try to generate activity? Will I be setting myself up for failure? Do I even have those feelings for Sag? And do they even for me? Regardless, that's a lie. They know. They know the level of contribution. I don't. This is what's interesting to me. Not once does this person ask themselves, and this is where I'm irritated, because I can see both sides. Literally, I can see both sides and how one is paying off the other. But the one thing that frustrates me about this person's energy, instead of asking why is Sag hurting me or being a bitch to me or shut down to me, how come they're not over here wondering about how come Sag's not contributing to this like they always do? They're not always greeting me with enthusiasm or an enthusiasm to work together like we usually do. How come? Pray, why is that? Why? For I do not understand. No. What they do is, well, fuck it, I'm just going to withdraw my energy and be guarded and say bare minimum. So it tells me, by default, honey, you're the one who's used to putting more enthusiasm and goodwill and passion and an ability to stand up in the Four of Wands more so than this person. This person's reactionary. They're not asking themselves about the contributive efforts. Why did this happen? Why did Sag stop contributing like this? Well, I'm just gonna reduce my energy to them, that's all. I'm not gonna show them my independent true self. No, I'm gonna come across as someone who is cold and distant and unreliable and emotionally detached. They're afraid of being hurt. They're afraid that they've lost your feeling. I'm telling you, they take it to a selfish place. You're like, I want to see this. I need to see this Five of Wands. I need to see that Five of Wands. Show me this, but first, yeah, Ace of Wands. For some of you, there will be incoming communication soon. Show me this Queen of Swords. We're going to start right there. Show me that Queen of Swords, please. Show me that Queen of Swords, please. Show me that Queen of Swords, please. Show me that Queen of Swords. Show me that Queen of Swords, please. Show me that Queen of Swords. That should have been the first clue right there. How come Sag isn't contributing like they normally do? And I can tell that you're the one who gives a little bit more. When you two connect, when you work together, your energy does the heavy lifting here. In terms of passion, expression, because the Knight of Wands is all about expression. Passion, expression, balancing up in a way that's fair and practical and comfortable to you both. You do a lot of heavy lifting in this connection. This person's like, well, I'm not getting the same thing I usually get from Sag, so fuck it. I'm just going to reduce my energy. Queen of Swords, the Devil, the Four of Cups, Page of Cups. Yeah, it's kind of like somebody has been thinking for some time that there has been a persistent low level of feeling of attachment to this, that it has not felt so good. That it has not felt so good for a long time. The Queen of Swords, it's been on somebody's mind. And the Devil here, Four of Cups, Page of Cups, that's, you know, we got a little addicted to low-level attachment or to low-level feeling. You know, that somebody got a little addicted to very low expression. I think it's you. Or at least that's what you're thinking. I don't know if you have proof of that. But I do see you, and I've already admitted it several times, that you're the one who's used to giving a little bit more to this. Okay, that you're kind of carrying more weight in this connection than they are in terms of enthusiasm, passion, expression, and the ability to bring it all home in a way that's comfortable to you both. I see you doing most of that heavyweight lifting. So when I tell you somehow they hurt your heart and they're failing to recognize it, it kind of points out the selfishness, doesn't it? Case in fucking point. Yeah. I said it early, honey, didn't I? Their energy's a little selfish. You are the one who's used. I'm not saying that you're pulling Emperor. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, in terms of the emotional quality, you're used to giving more. They didn't. And they distinctly failed to give you something in return of equal value, and it hurts you recently. To the point that you're like, you know what? This shit that you're used to from me, immediately responding to you, immediately agreeing to meet with you, immediately agreeing to smooth out all edges and Eight of Pentacles with you. This, you and I meeting under the Four of Wands, when my energy's always standing up for yours, we're going to stop that for a minute. And it's coming from a good place. I don't want to add to the tension. I don't want to add fuel to the fire. So I'm in fact emotionally disengaging, and that's coming from a sincere space. Theirs is not. Theirs is about control, saving face, and trying to remain emotionally detached like this doesn't affect me. Completely two different outputs. And I told you from the beginning, I felt that Queen of Swords with you. The mental thinking here, the Devil, Four of Cups, Page of Cups, you're starting to wonder if you didn't get a little addicted to low-level results. Yeah, I do believe you are putting out more, and I think you don't get as much in return. And I think that was a distinct point right here. You're used to putting out a little bit more than what you get in return. And you're starting to wonder, in a very rational way, did I get addicted to very little? 4 of Cups is emotional dissatisfaction. I'm not happy with what I'm giving or receiving. And what little I do receive, Page of Cups, I got addicted to it. It's on your mind. The 5 of Wands, show me the tension. Yeah, I know what that's like, honey. You know, I think everybody does to some extent. You get a little addicted to very little you're given because it's like, hey, I got that much, didn't I? That's one of the things that's been on your mind. Because you've been hurt. See, I told you, you're both experiencing the 5 of Cups. There keeps coming across as a 9. Personal, individual. This is how it affects me. Somebody else, you, experiences the 5 of Cups, the Queen of Cups. When something hurts you, it hurts you. Because you actually have a lot of love in it. Not just what you have for the experience, but the other person. Theirs is like, this is how it affects me. They're not thinking about how their lack of emotional quality is affecting you. See what I'm saying? That's why it's coming across as so single-sided. It's very selfish in that respect. Their reaction, too, is someone who is kind of small-minded. It's like, well, if you're hurting me on purpose, you're not hurting them on purpose. You made a conscious decision to reduce your energy towards them. Show me that 5 of Wands, please. Granted, yes, you could have told them straight up about why you have to take a break or why you've exited some of your energy or why you've reduced some of it. True. But maybe you felt or thought that yes, if indeed you have become a little addicted to low-level responses from this person because that's all they could produce, then that might be why you didn't explain yourself. They wouldn't understand anyway. If that person is selfish, if they are used to getting more of your energy than they are, that would make sense. Persons like that, it's not going to understand those larger concepts, are they? So yes, that would make sense. Then you do need to critically examine your feelings towards this and what you get, and did you become addicted to the little output they give you? Because I keep getting it. It's like, well, this is how they're hurting me, so I'm not going to show anything back. It is a little selfish. They are used to you pulling quite a bit. They must really feel the absence then. When you turn down your energy, they must feel it really hard. Look at how they're reacting, like a spoiled child. Spoiled. There's something to that, isn't there? I'm not saying narcissism or anything like that. I'm talking like somebody's a little spoiled. Maybe they were the youngest of a bunch of kids. I don't know. But there's that sense of they are used to having the best of other people's emotions trained on them. I think you brought a lot to the emotional table and this person took it for granted, and now that it's not there, they're loud and angry. Or rather, controlled, quiet, and angry. Like a sulky little child instead of wondering how they hurt you. I'd like to get further into that. I do know it directly ties back to this thought that you got a little addicted to what little they were giving back to you. You gave them a wider range of emotions to work with, and they gave you, I do believe, 5 of Wands, Hope, the Sun, Hermit, Virgo, again, that 2 of Swords. This person, as well as you, both of your energies are here. 5 of Wands for you, the Hermit for them. Again, more of that strong Virgo energy. Does not have to be. We have the Sun. We have the hope for healing the tensions. They are confused. They're confused about whether or not they can heal the hope and the tensions in this. I don't know. Neither one of you is going to know until you try. That's a big old question mark again. It's a hope, and it's a reasonable one. Okay? And if this person really is truly an asshole, I don't think there'd be this much hope. I just wish that they understood that their hope would be more valid if they really started to think about how it is they hurt you. Then things would start to mend a little faster and it wouldn't be so fucking confusing. Also, when you get into that space where you feel like you can reasonably balance up with this person from a good place of feeling and practicality, again, you're trying not to add fuel to the fire, which in fact you ended up doing by accident, was doing exactly that. The more you withdrew your energy, the more frustrated they got. And they decided to double down on their, well, this doesn't affect me. They can withdraw, so can I. They don't understand why they're doing it. It's like a punishment, like they're trying to punish you. A silent treatment, and I'm not interested, or it doesn't bother me. Again, it's kind of that spoiled brat, immature energy. You know, and here's what's weird, honey. They've grown. I know they are. They're over 40. I've seen it. This person should know better. If they want to know what the fuck is going on, they need to ask. Instead of assuming you're just punishing them. It's like, where is your deeper thought, bruh? Sis, where the fuck is your deeper thought? God, they really are used to you delivering the most of that good energy, huh? I'm excited. I'm passionate for you. I can work things with you. Balance up, balance up. Productivity, productivity, productivity. 4 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 4 of Wands. You know what this is? I'll be fucked. This is like the helpless husband syndrome. This is helpless husband syndrome, okay? It's like, well, my wife's not here, so I don't know how to deal with this. Oh my God. That's... Fuck off. Oh, I'm sorry. It just hit me so hard. You didn't see what flashed in my mind. It's the helpless husband syndrome. Oh my God. I'm not saying you two are married, but that's what they're like. Well, it's like, without my wife to navigate me, book it. That's her problem. She's being moody. Things just hit me a certain way. I'm sorry if you were offended by laughter, but yes, I'm sorry. I have real emotional expression and things hit me just so, and you will never believe what I just saw flash in my head. You ever seen Family Guy? There's this episode where Peter, the main character, Peter Griffin, because he's so kind of helpless as a grown man, he gets lost in the grocery store once, and just like a kid who gets lost in the grocery store, they can't find their mom, they start crying almost immediately because they don't know where their mom is. And that's what Peter does. He gets lost in the grocery store and he starts crying like a child. Instead of saying I lost my mom, he says I lost my wife. And so Lois, his wife, gets called into the manager's office at the grocery store to pick up her husband. And he has a little balloon, and now he's happy. He's like, "Yay, my wife is here." It's like that. It's like this is not a knock on men. It's just I don't know if you've ever Google it. It's like helpless husband syndrome. Without you here, it keeps coming across as feminine energy. It's like without the feminine energy here to guide this male about what the hell is going on, they're like, well, she's just being a bitch. Well, I can play that game too. And you're not trying to play a game. Granted, you didn't explain yourself, but it was also your way of kind of saying, like I described it when I experienced stuff like this, is I can't talk about it until I know what I'm going to say is correct. And it looks like perhaps too much time passed like that. That might be your biggest fault here. And again, if you are that person, Sag, I'm sorry, there's no excuse to this. But if you are that person that says, well, they offended me or they hurt me and they should know how, they clearly don't. Clearly do not. So no, I don't care how intuitive you are or you think they are. You still need, at the end of the day, people to speak up for themselves. I can't personally take someone seriously who won't speak up for themselves. So I demand it of myself first, so I understand your process. But at some point, you're going to have to bring it forward to the other person. Now, if this is you, And you're like, I think, if I'm being honest with myself, I got a little addicted to accepting bare minimum from you and trying to tell myself I'm happy with it, and I'm not. And that's why I got unhappy. And that's why I suspended the activity over here. Is because, really, it just feels like I'm in your life in the respect of how I make you feel. You don't really seem to care about my experiences. You don't really seem to care about what I'm feeling. You just seem to care about how I affect you. That's honest. And for some of you, that might be something that you've been struggling to think about or to come to terms with. So granted, I grant you, they take their energy and their thoughts and their feelings to a selfish place. But if this person means anything to you, you're going to have to figure out how to articulate this, because they are acting like the helpless husband syndrome without you giving them the emotional push that they're used to. They're going to be like, well, I'm not going to fix what ain't broke. Okay. The car doesn't need to go to the shop. The car's still running. It's the person driving it. They need to get in the fucking car. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of feels like, yeah, do you see how they're kind of playing off of each other? You know, oh, excuse me. It made me laugh so much, but we're also in allergy season again, so my eyes are watering again. I think I got it. And don't talk to me about they're a narcissist. Don't talk to me about that. I'm sick of those comments. I'm really fucking sick of it. I'm sick of reading in the comments, they're narcissists and I hate them, but I love them. And I want them to realize what they did wrong, and they need to come back to me, and they need to apologize to me, and they need to work it out with me. They owe me. Yeah, if a narcissist is indeed a narcissist, they do owe you, and they're not going to repay it. Because if they did repay it, they wouldn't be a narcissist. So don't talk to me about narcissists. Okay, I'm not into it. That doesn't help the conversation at all. If you are well and truly in love with a narcissist and you continue to give to them, that's your choice. You already know what to expect from them. So no, we're not talking about that. I'm talking about someone who has selfish tendencies. They have prideful reactions when they should be a little bit more inquisitive about what the hell is going on with their person. Okay. So again, we're going to have a little talk. Not just, don't be Sag. Everybody in the tarot community needs to have a little talk about this narcissist trend going around. I'm sick of it. I am absolutely sick of it. Sorry, I have a real background in psychology and counseling. I know what narcissism is. We are in an age of entitlement. Oh yeah. We are in an age of entitlement, selfishness, and instant gratification. You give anybody enough instant gratification, they're going to become selfish. You bet your ass. And with communication at your fingertips, everybody's living for instant gratification now. You feed that enough, you're going to get used. Do you get that? When you get used to instant gratification with somebody, and that becomes the basis for your connection, you're going to become a little addicted to what little you get. It doesn't mean anybody's a narcissist. It's just they're not bothering to develop any other deeper communication levels. Okay? So don't get me started, honey. Don't get me started. If someone's a straight up asshole, I'm going to tell you. Right now, you're contemplating if what you got addicted to makes you an asshole. Okay? Real tarot is real life. Pros and cons are on both sides of the fence. Okay? And this is a realistic conversation with yourself. And it's one I respect because you are looking at it. I'd rather you look at it than not look at it. So I'm not knocking on you on the fact. I'm congratulating your efforts to look at this critically. Is this what you allowed yourself to become used to? Especially if you knew you were giving more. Does that mean you allowed yourself, Sag, to accept less? Yeah. Sorry. I do go off on a lecture sometimes, but honey, I do it where it's needed. So congratulations to you for having these thoughts. I understand where your intentions were coming from. This person, not a total asshole. They are, if they are being honest with themselves, and they're struggling to be, when they get past that fucking macho exterior that, I've been hurt, so I'm going to shut down my emotions. when we push past that, this person actually wants to resolve the conflict too, that Five of Wands. They actually have hope to heal it. They're just confused about how to go about it, so they can't tell me they're disinterested. True, I don't like the way their thoughts are going. They're wondering if they're lying to themselves about their feelings for you, or are you lying? Do they starting to believe, oh, Sag never cared about me to begin with? These are all false, and it's all internal. Nine of Swords is a Five of Swords. I don't like the way their thoughts are going, but naturally when you clamp down like this and you don't have enough inquiry to the problem, never mind the solution, yeah, you're going to have doubts like that. They don't know. They don't want to be like a fool. They don't want to look like a fool either if they open up towards you. Because, you know, what if I look like a fool? This person's got some pride on them. What if I open up towards Sag and I look like a fool? What if? That what if is a real bitch. King of Pentacles, please. That King of Pentacles, please. Show me that King of Pentacles. Show me that King of Pentacles, please. Knight of Swords, taking action. Two of Pentacles to clear up the confusion through good intentions. Good. Bingo, bango. Good. Good. I'm not saying that it's all going to be sunshine and rainbows. What I am saying, there is going to be a realistic conversation coming up soon, as well as action. So not just talk, action to back it up. Coming from a real world place of connectivity, I believe, and done so with good intentions. The Ace of Cups is there. Good. Okay, so there we have that good intentions again. We're going to rush in. We're going to try to clear up the confusion here. We're going to take some action. I don't know when. I will do a time check, but it is looking like it's happening in reality, not just through a text message or email. Dear God. Talk about instant gratification getting out of control. This is why actions count. Words are nothing. Words ultimately are cheap. A text might feel good in the moment, but it doesn't mean shit in the long term. Actions are where it counts. You have feelings for me? Prove it. You want to work shit out with me? Fucking prove it. Don't just sit on their ass and tell me it doesn't affect you. That doesn't help me and that doesn't help us. You, for your part, you're having these thoughts. You need to talk about them. Don't assume they know. They clearly don't. They clearly don't have a first fucking clue about what it is that you're thinking. And you've got some real deep, substantial thoughts and feelings here that are not obvious to this person at all. So yeah, we got to have some talk, baby. We got to have some real talk about, look, this is what I'm used to from you. And I give you this. I give you a quality fucking experience over here. You see this? This is the quality I give you when we connect. I suspended it. Do you see how hard that hits you? Without me giving you this energy when we connect? Look how hard that hits you. Act like it doesn't affect you? Bullshit. So why can't you give me the same level I'm used to giving you? Now, it doesn't have to be aggressive like that, but this is the crap we need to talk about. And it will come out. You have to trust the process. It will come out in a balanced way. It's not screaming. It's not arguing. They don't want to do that. Neither do you. You've both made that clear to me. Neither one of you likes fighting. You don't. It's the tension you want to get rid of. This is a lie that they don't care, that it doesn't affect them. This is a lie right there. It does affect them. Okay? They actually have hopes here of healing it. They just don't know how to go about it. You, for your part, need to express in the real world what you've experienced, so you two can have an exchange, and it needs to come from a good place of intent. Let's do where the hell are we? I didn't even think it was an hour, but that's me. Okay, let's get some time checks, please. I see 2 points of connectivity here. All their stuff is internal stress about what they're really feeling, and if it's not true at all, if it is true at all, let me know if you're dealing with the earth sign. For some of you, less than 9 days. Okay. Can I see the next balance? Show me the next balance, please. Show me the next balance between Sag and their person. Show me the next point of balance, please, for Sag and their person. Show me the next point of balance, please. Soon. Knight of Swords. The night is taking off relatively soon. When is that? Queen of Swords. It's happening soon. If not today, then somewhere around this time. It's happening now. Someone's already made the decision to deploy the knight. So communication will be happening relatively soon in terms of connectivity, where, when, how, all that stuff is being worked out as we speak. No later here in October. Well, we're still in October. Let's see. That's Halloween, November 1st. So this happened. Yours is out November 1st. Oh, so it could be today as well. That's true. And then also 10 days within this message, prior to, during, and right after. So I'm saying anywhere between 1 to 10 days in reference, but it seems like the knight is being deployed now in terms of communication. So for some of you, it was at the very tail end of October, and for some, and then in that meeting space, it allows you to relax your heart space into the Queen of Cups once more. Again, the turning of the leaves, i.e. fall. So again, it's happening now. For some of you, when the trees are blazing orange, the leaves blazing orange, it's happening. It's happening within days. It's happening within days. Communication as well as the action. Wants you to have a realistic discussion. You feel a little bit better. You start demonstrating your emotional value again towards this person once you have a realistic exchange and they tell you they understand. Okay? They tell you they understand. We need some actual development, more proof, more action, please. I wonder what it is, though, that kicked off the whole hornet's nest here. I know that you were hurt on an emotional level in a way that this person just does not understand or fails to appreciate. So again, that's why they take it to a personal space. That Sag is just being mean to me. No, it's not random at all. On the contrary, actually, it's incredibly straightforward. You're used to propping up the relationship more. When you two are actually in each other's physical space, you actually carry most of the energetic weight here. In terms of giving. And they're used to taking. Again, kind of like a spoiled brat. They're kind of used to receive. Why does that get that? Oh. Oh, I didn't even hear it. I saw it first. I saw the video before I heard the song. I just saw it before I heard it. That's crazy. I don't really... I'm not a big music video person. It's not my thing. I actually listen to music. I don't really need music videos, but I actually saw the music video in my mind before I heard the song. It was Blower's Daughter by Damien Rice. I love that song. Beautiful fucking song. And I'm hearing the intro... It's like you said it would be, life goes easy on me. It's like life goes easy on this person. They're used to receiving. It's like they really are used to receiving. Just goodwill, generosity, people giving them their time, energy, and effort, and they kind of take it for granted. They do. It's like they're just used to people giving them goodwill. And so it is. And so it is. Just like you said it would be, life goes easy on me most of the time. I really do feel like that. I'm not saying they had an easy life. What I'm saying is that they just have that tendency to take more than they give. I really do feel like life goes easy on this person. They're just used to receiving a certain level of free energy from people. How weird is that? They're used to receiving a certain level of free will energy from people. How interesting. They don't necessarily give it back in measure, but it's kind of like they just kind of accept it in a certain level of, well, this is how it is. People are just cool with me. People are nice to me, you know? You're not the only one here. This person has an outstanding debt too, I promise. Okay, shadow side, the dark night of the soul, cold detachment. I can see where I can see the cold detachment here. They try to tell themselves, but they don't actually mean it. They need to do some shadow side work. Detours, fate, tower energy, divine intervention. I'm telling you. I saw references to lightning twice in Leo's. Here's one for you as well. A tower moment, true revelations. Again, it doesn't have to be this huge scary thing, but it's enough to get the fire ignited. In other words, lightning struck the tree. Okay, I know what's going on now. Okay. It is. There might be some thunder involved. Like, again, I apologize. I keep bringing it up. They had lightning. Not this one, but other lightning cards. connecting around a thunderstorm for some of you. It needs to happen. We need to talk about our moon energy, what's been on our mind, why we became cold and detached. This is why I withdrew from you. And then thus we have the epiphany. You see how it is born. Once the truth is revealed with that kind of Tower energy, the fate, the lightning here, the storm, chance, opportunity, we have the epiphany, the breakthrough. One leads to the other. So again, we need to get you two into a place of understanding. Okay. You have your side, they have theirs. I see a little bit more of yours. So it is, just like you said it would be. Life goes easy on me. I feel like this person has a kind of easy stride energy. They just kind of take things in easy stride and they're used to receiving other people's goodwill, energy, time. Oh, I thought you could use this, you know, or I thought you might like that, or here's some free whatever, or oh, I thought, you know, you could do with that. And they're like, oh, thanks, man. Like, it's just, I don't see them necessarily giving that back. It's like they're used to receiving. Family, home. Yeah. Child shoes. Child shoes. Childlike. Yeah, they're a little spoiled. They're used to getting other people's goodwill and emotions. It's like they don't really put that same thought outward. I'm sorry. But you still love them. I got news for you. You're still trying to make it work with them. You do. And your heart space becomes resplendent and relaxed once more once you two have a real conversation. And it looks like they open up a little bit more too now that they know what the hell's going on. Don't get me wrong. Okay, when somebody deploys this Knight of Swords, it's either you or them. It's kind of like I'm calling an official meeting. I'm calling an official meeting. Okay. It's Six of Pentacles time. I just thought maybe, you know, it's been a while. Maybe we should get coffee or something. Oh, is there something on your mind? I don't know. Is there something on your mind? No, not particularly. See what I'm saying? It's a little stiff. But once we have our little lightning tower aha moment, the energy eases up. Yes, they could definitely do with sharing more of themselves. Very individualized. You know, honey, what can I tell you? Some people is spoiled. That doesn't mean they spoiled rotten. But this person really... I'm sorry. I'm not trying to pick on them, but they kind of have this crossover effect of helpless husband. I don't know what's going on. Usually my wife tells me, but she's in a weird mood today, and I can't deal with that. So we're just gonna, you know what? She's moody right now. So I'm gonna go out. And it's a cross between that and spoiled child. This person's used to having emotions delivered to them. It's like they don't have to deal with the thought of it, of how they affect other people. They really only have to think about how others affect them. It is selfish, yeah, but you know, they might be spoiled emotionally. I don't know what that's like, frankly. I tend to be very giving, but so they might be spoiled emotionally, but that doesn't mean they're spoiled rotten. If that was well and truly the case, I don't think you two will be working it out, and let's make it real. You two will be, I believe. Okay, one of your energies involved here, Scorpio. Okay, that's their medallion right here, and then also right now we are in the time of Scorpio, also referenced by the Tower, and like I said, upcoming meeting soon. The Bull, sign of Taurus. Didn't I say that? I thought I did. So we have Scorpio, Taurus, the zombie. It feels like nothing's changing, or your energy's depleted, or you feel like you just give way too much and you're not getting enough back, so you're kind of drawn out and tired. The big star, Aquarian energy, the hopes and the dreams, the wishes, the wants. Of course, we want more wish fulfillment here, not less. We'd rather resolve our differences than not. B, and the four-leaf clover, the luck of the Irish. You might have some Irish, and a little bit of luck might be coming in your way, or timing might be just about right. A fortuitous thing will come into play. How fortunate. Good timing. Something's just right. Something's just right. Some good luck. Something's just right. Something about good timing. Crab, sign of Cancer, dragonfly, more of that Scorpio energy, but also confirmation of dutiful, heavy transformation is required here. Real solid transformation is required. The dragonfly is much more hard-wearing than the butterfly is. Okay. Okay. And I was hoping to get more. Okay. And there they are. D, K, M, A, and Leo. Yeah, well, as I said, made multiple references there. There is some crossover, I must admit. If you or your person have Leo in your chart, again, check theirs out. I wasn't going to bring it up because Scorpio's last reading was very much more serious. I believe I literally called it strongly suspect being used. There was heavy, heavy elements of that individual energy, selfishness. I kind of pick Scorpio up when it's convenient for me, and then I put them back down again. So I don't know if that's the case. Theirs was obviously much more severe to the point that I did my best to understand it and really dug into it. But it was quite sensitive reading. So there are some lighter aspects of that kind of selfishness, but not nearly to the degree I saw it. However, just in case, if your person's Scorpio, or if you have very strong Scorpio in your chart or Scorpio tendencies, you might want to check theirs out. Okay. All right. Sag, that's enough. I hope this was helpful to you. You put in the comments as you see fit. We'll check up on you in a couple weeks, see how we're doing. Let me know in the comments. Helpless husband syndrome. I'm sorry. It's just, if you've seen Family Guy, you know why I'm laughing. You just know why I'm laughing. And then, yeah, it does feel like this person is always in a position to receive other people's emotions. Positivity. That doesn't necessarily mean they're used to giving them out. It's different. It's a different level of experience. I wish they were a little bit more concerned about how you experience the connection. They're more focused about how they experience it and how they're reacting to it. But again, your two parts need to come together to discuss these things. Okay? All right, that's enough. Sag, like I said, put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.